Hey guys, it's Derrick and Emily Roberts with Pop Around the Corner, and we got a new show. What's it called?
Popcorn, parenting, and prayer. So far, we're not any good at the parenting part, but the prayer gets us through it.
We just wanted to give you a little bit insight of our lives, a little bit, tell you a little bit about the popcorn store, a little bit about our family and how we raise 4 kids from the ages of 3 to what?
25.
25.
I had to think for just a second.
Yeah. And so, I mean, there's a lot going on. And then we'll also finish up with a little bit of prayer, right?
That's right.
So then let's talk about where we are out here too. Because whenever we said that we were going to film the show, we have a green screen backdrop back here. This is
there's fans over there.
We have fans blowing this. Now this is actually a beautiful view that we have behind us. There's a tank behind us. Whenever we were talking about where we're going to film the show, I was like, I don't want to film in just inside of a building with white walls or blue walls or green walls or yellow walls all behind us and make it nice and colorful. Let's just put it where God's creation is. Am I right?
Yeah.
And so whenever I saw the scene behind us, I was thinking, that's going to be our new backdrop, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then let's see, the popcorn store. What do we have going on at the popcorn store this week? Today is the last day of April is where we are. And so tomorrow starts. It is. Tomorrow starts May 1st. So what's going on this week at the popcorn store, Em?
Well, we need to get Christmas stuff ready.
That's right. Hobby Lobby's already got it out, so why don't we get it out? Let's see. So you know that Saturday is Star Wars Day?
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th.
Hey, Derrick, how many times have you watched Star Wars?
1.
All of them?
All of them one time. Roland, our oldest son, wanted Star Wars for Christmas, and so we bought him, back in the day, it was the $150 Blu-ray collection of CDs, DVDs. DVD. Well, I guess they're Blu-rays, they're not DVDs. We bought him, it was $150, all of them.
And Blu-ray's not a DVD?
No, because there's a DVD and then there's a Blu-ray.
What?
All right, so May the 4th be with you is this weekend. And so what do we have going on at the store? Oh, so later on, you're going to be seeing some of my drink reveals. I think we're going to be doing that on Thursday. We're going to drop those for Star Wars.
Drink? We're a popcorn shop, Derrick.
What? No, they know about our delicious lemonade.
The sun is shining right smack dab in our face.
Right.
We might need to do this at night.
Some Star Wars themed drinks they're going to be having out there, along with Landon Winery, who is across the street from us, is doing their annual wine walk this weekend too, right?
Yeah, that's this weekend.
So you have to pay them tickets to go, but I know that there's several businesses downtown. I don't know how many. I know there's several businesses downtown that are wine stops that you can go to and get it. But that's going to be going on Saturday as well, and hopefully the rain kind of holds off a little bit, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to get some later this week, but it's supposed to get up to 80 today.
Yeah.
So I'm Emily Roberts. I'm 35 years old, love and laugh. I've been married to my wonderful husband for 13 and a half years. So I know some people know this, not everybody does, but our family was made very differently.
Well, I mean, you are 35, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And our oldest is 25?
Yeah. So keyword, adoption. So anyway, our family did not start, I hate the word normal, but how a normal family would start. And so Derrick and I got married back in 2010. Mm-hmm. I really wanted to have kids, and for some reason we just couldn't have a kid of our own. And so doctors could not give us reasons. They blamed it on my Crohn's disease. I have that too. And that was really, really hard, and we struggled with infertility for 9 years. I told Derrick that I wanted to adopt, and he said,
No,
right? It's funny, the month before you talked to me, every sermon we heard, everybody we ran into, it was all about adoption. Adoption this, adoption that, adoption. And I just kept praying, God, change his heart. And if you don't want to change his heart, change my heart. And Derrick came up to me and was like, hey, so I really feel like maybe we should look into this adoption thing. And I was like, yay. Looked into it and found a program to adopt older kids that needed homes. And so that's when we met our son, Roland, and fell in love with him and his smile and the joy that he brought to us. And I continued to work. We had Roland for about a year, yes. And then we went and spoke at an adoption conference in Tyler, Texas. And just kind of our story of how God had, blessed our family and multiplied our family in unusual ways that people aren't used to. And so anyway, our son had been praying for his sister. And so we spoke at the conference. At the very end of the conference, I said, it's funny, our son's praying for his sister, but me and Dad are not ready for that yet. And they came up to us at the end of the conference and said, we have a little girl that needs placement immediately. Let's go home and pray about it. And all three of us decided that we wanted to meet her and went from there. And then we met our Lucy Lou. We opened up the popcorn shop in Denison. That time we were at 501 West Main, and it was so scary because as a business owner, a small business owner, like if you don't make the money, like you don't get it, you know? And so it was a lot of stress and worry, but that's what we felt like God wanted us to do. And a big thing for us is like you can go to church and you can be around Christians, but God calls us to go and make disciples of all nations in Matthew 28. And so God wanted us not to just keep Jesus in church, but to go and share it with the world.
And so with popcorn, how's the popcorn going? What new creative flavors do you have? Or do you want to talk more about the freeze dry selection that you've been working on here lately?
Well, first of all, you've said a lot of words. What do we have at the shop, Derrick?
So we have, if you've never been to our store before, we have popcorn is where we started. Popcorn is like our baby. It is where everything is. So we are Pop Around the Corner. Pop Around the Corner was Emily's thing. She wanted to create a cool, fancy, cute name out there, and so she came up with Pop Around the Corner. So we are originally a popcorn store. We started off in like a 700 square foot small building that all we could hold in there was popcorn. Do you remember whenever we first opened up? We didn't even have popcorn out on the shelves. We just had boxes out because we weren't even selling the popcorn to put bags out on the shelf.
Yeah, we were terrified.
And so, but then we grew, and then we outgrew our 501 location, and then that's whenever we moved down to 325, and so we went from like a 700 square foot showroom to a 3,000 square feet showroom. Well, I guess it's really probably about 2,000 square feet because half of that's in the kitchen area in the back. About a 2,000 square foot showroom. And so we had to do more than just popcorn, didn't we?
We did. It was a lot of space, and
we needed fillers.
Yeah. And it's like our goal in the shop is every time you turn around, you see something different.
Yes. Well, and it's majority of the stuff that we sell, it's Emily makes it, I make it, or Kayla makes it. So the three of us make. And so, but we couldn't make everything that we sell in the store, right?
There's not enough time in the day.
And so it's like, well, what else can we do? So Taffy's been a big thing, right?
Taffy is a big thing. It's a very nostalgic, throwback.
Yeah. And then at 501, we had 3 trees. And I don't know if you've been to our store, you'll see the trees. The trees actually fell down out here on the property that Emily and I are on. So we had 3 trees, and then it turned into 6 trees. Mm-hmm. And so we have over 50 flavors of taffy that you just go and pick from around there. But then we needed more stuff, right? So then we started carrying fudge, a soft fudge. We started doing that. Yeah. And then we started carrying some other little candies and a lot of gummies. And then a lot of like the gums and the packages that the kids liked.
Yeah.
A trend came about 2 years ago of the freeze dry, right?
Yes.
And we tried to order from somebody else and get the freeze dry coming from them, but why didn't we keep that up?
It was going too fast, and so
it was taking too long for, like, I would have to figure out what we were going to order, and then it was taking like 3 weeks for them to get it to us, and by the time they got to us,
it's very time consuming. It wasn't their fault, but it was very time consuming to make freeze dry. So anyway. But yeah, so we have the freeze dry.
And you make a lot of the freeze dry, right?
I try.
What is your favorite freeze dry to make, not to eat?
Ice cream sandwiches.
Ice cream. So how long does it take you to make an ice cream sandwich?
30 hours.
30. All right. What is your favorite freeze dry to eat?
So fruit roll-ups are my absolute fave.
Yeah.
And this is Derrick's least favorite, the colorful marshmallows. They're so good. It's like eating a cloud.
Somebody asked for them the other day. Then they asked for regular marshmallows that were not colorful.
Oh yeah, we need to do that too.
Yeah, but so the freeze dries turned into a pretty big thing. So we saw some freeze dry.
All sorts of Skittles and taffies and worms and gummies and ice cream and cheesecake and.
Yeah, and then we got our soda wall,
mm-hmm.
which you have all the Dublins, all the Dads, all the Hanks. We have those. Then we started getting some other ones here and there. We started filling up our soda wall, and then Emily said, "Hey, we got some extra time on our hands. Let's do something else."
Was it?
It was your idea. You said, hey, I found this, and look at all this stuff on TikTok, all the fun things we can do with lemonade. And so Emily said, here's this lemonade. How are we going to make it work?
And you've been married for 13 and a half years. It all just kind of goes together.
It does.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We did our kind of big push with it at Doc Holiday, and it was really, really successful. And fresh squeezed lemonade.
Well, first we sold out. We ran out of ice. And then we had to go get more ice. And then we thought we were good for a while. And then we ran out of lemons.
Yeah.
Then we had to get more lemons. And then we ran out of cups. So we just said, we're done.
Done, buddy.
Right. And so we ran out of cups at Doc Holiday. But it was a good thing. So that's where we're going to try the different flavored lemonades, right?
Yes. So we've got, my favorite is coconut lemonade. Derrick did one the other day, and he mixed
a little bit of peach, a little bit of strawberry, and a little bit of coconut.
It was delicious.
It was.
It was really good.
And so we're going to get it down to where you can have like name choices and stuff like that. That's where this weekend we're going to have your Star Wars Galaxy themed. And so we'll have some of those going this weekend.
Music right.
But we're hoping that kind of leads into where we can have more lemonades and more drinks and more things we can do, because that was kind of fun mixing those up.
It was so much fun. I love the smell of lemons too, so that always helps.
Yeah, and see, and I like popcorn.
We also had cotton candy.
We did have cotton candy, y'all. So
it was a mess.
3 years ago, Emily and I were at a store, and they were selling. They only had one left of a cotton candy machine, and there was another guy that wanted it, and I think that made Emily and I want it even more. And so we just impulsively bought a cotton candy machine 3 years ago, because we were going to make cotton candy, right? And it sit in the back. It was at 501, and then we moved it to 325, and then we just stored it in the back, because we were like, we kept talking about selling it on Marketplace.
Yeah.
But then Emily was like, you know what? Friday, Doc Holiday coming up. We don't have anything going on. No, it's actually Saturday morning.
It was.
Saturday morning, we got to the store at 6 a.m. Doc Holiday started at 9. We left the store that night at like 9 p.m. So we got like 3 hours of sleep that night. And Emily said, well, let's make cotton candy. So we bring the cotton candy down. We made a couple bags.
Yeah.
And I think there's still some out there to sell.
It was really good.
Unless Kayla sold it all.
Good. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll have
cotton candy was good.
We just need some animals. It won't be the whole circus.
Yeah.
Patient.
What I like about the popcorn is the same thing, with the cotton candy and the lemonades and all this stuff is you start off, like, popcorn starts off as a kernel. Like, we buy from a small mom and pop popcorn over in, is it Nebraska? And it's 5th generation farmers, so we get the seed directly from them.
Wonderful people.
Wonderful people. They have and it's family. They're raising their daughters up to learn how to run the family business. They keep it going. We get 2,500 pounds of seed at a time. So everything starts off as a little seed, and then it pops into whatever you want. Then we pop it into butter, and from butter we can turn it into the colorful flavors. We can turn it into the cheese flavors. We can turn it into the caramel flavors. We can turn it into the hot flavors. We turn it into anything, but it all starts from that little seed. It's like a blank canvas. I never was good at painting. I cannot play an instrument to save my life, but you know what I can do? I can turn a little seed into delicious, sweet and salty, chocolate flavored popcorn, and it is amazing.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. Yeah, and then like running a small business. What I love about when people come to the town and they're like, I'm gonna open up a small business, because y'all are having so much fun. Let's be honest. Is it always fun?
No.
It's not always fun. So whenever you see us on festival days, you see us on Doc Holidays, you see us during the prime of our time, because we have worked, like last 2 weeks, we'd worked all that time and spent a lot of money to get ready for Doc Holiday. I mean, I couldn't tell you how much money that we've put out the week of to buy products, so hopefully it was not going to rain on Doc Holiday. And we took a gamble, didn't we? But we were like, we want to have something, a lot of prayer, and it was because we wanted to have something there that just in case it didn't rain, the people could come and buy our product. But people come in and they see the store just full of people, and they're just like, this is amazing, y'all have it so easy, I want to do this, right? Yeah. And they don't see all the back work to it. Or you'll see us at Music on Main, where we're just out there, I'm having fun, we're selling bags of popcorn and just talking to people. Oh, your job is so easy, I want to come work for y'all because it's so much fun. And they don't see like all the back prep work that goes to it. Yeah. Our very first day being open, and not everybody likes to talk about their big numbers, right? Our very first day being open, we opened up December 14th, 2015. And we were like, we want to open up, and we rushed it because things weren't lined up the way they were supposed to. We were supposed to open up before Thanksgiving, if you remember.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Because we started planning before October, and then it got kicked back to November, then it got kicked back to December, and then it looked like it was going to be kicked back to January. And I was like, no, we got to get some of this Christmas sales. And so we opened up December 14th, 2015, and our first day being open, we did $34.02 in our whole first day being open. And you know what Emily and I said?
Oh dear.
No, we said, can you believe somebody came in here and actually bought popcorn from us? Yeah. We were at the store before 9:30 that morning, getting it all ready, and we set up there, and not a single person came in until after 2 o'clock. We ate a late lunch, and we were sitting at the counter eating lunch because we were like, nobody's coming today. And as soon as we sit down and ate lunch, then the customer comes in. And I think we only had like 2 or 3 customers that day. They didn't know really what to get. They didn't know what to expect.
Well, we only had like 4 flavors of popcorn too.
Well, we had a little bit less than 20.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Many?
Because we had all of our savories, and then we had, at that time we didn't make sea salt. We had caramel, we had cheese, we had all of our savories, and then we had like confetti. So we had like 20 flavors. But
I thought we.
And we had popcorn tins and boxes. We didn't really have a whole lot to choose from. But what I'm getting with that is whenever you put in the perseverance, whenever you're trying and whenever you're seeking what God's wanting you to do, you're going to succeed, right? If you're doing what God's wanting you to do and God's telling you to do this thing, He's gonna get you through it. And so whenever we had those 2 or 3 customers that day, we were like, praise God that somebody actually came in here and bought our stuff. We weren't cocky, we weren't arrogant, we weren't discouraged.
No, it was very humbling.
But it was these people like us enough that they are coming in and actually buying this product from us. So
it's also like God puts us in spots for a reason.
Yep.
So like there's a reason that we have the popcorn shop, and it's not for our glory, like you said. Like it's not for Derrick and me and for us to be like known or anything like that. Like it's literally for God. And so when people come in and you have the opportunity to share God with them, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
We pray and encourage people. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, and same thing with prayer. People come in and they have problems, and it's just like, hey, can I pray for you? Can I write this down? Can I tell my prayer warriors to pray for you too? Yeah. And we want to let people know that we're there. Whenever you come in, 90% of the time it's Jesus music that's playing in there, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to let people know that we are a light out there, and we're doing it for God, and that's the reason we're there. But hey, this is our first show. It's going to get better. It's going to get worse. We might have 3 people to watch this, just like our first day being open.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
What?
And who knows? Next time, maybe we'll get some more guest appearances from our youngest son, Bison, as he's still wearing his PJs this morning.
He's got Superman PJs, or superhero, sorry.
But, hey, for the 3 of you that are watching today, I bet, thank you. Anything you want to say,
No, this is fun. Sorry I'm crying. It's the wind.
All right, so our plan is to do this every week. So be sure to tune in next week and set your notifications so that you'll hear more from us and hear more about popcorn, parenting, and prayer. And next week, we're going to be talking about Mother's Day weekend too, right?
What?
That's right.
So yeah, that's coming up.
Stay tuned to hear more about Mother's Day. Bye, y'all.
Bye.